Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Jazz Talk, my favorite segment of the show, where I interview local jazz musicians. This week we have Norrin. Norrin, how are you doing today?
Hi, we're doing pretty good. Happy Black Friday.
Happy Black Friday.
Yes,
It is Black Friday.
yes.
How was your Thanksgiving, first of all?
Oh,
Norrin?
we're full. We're full.
We're still full.
Yeah,
we're still full. Did you bring home leftovers?
I mean, not really. It's just kind of hard with a little bit of a trip. However, I did eat like double on Thanksgiving.
Okay, I see. Well, I guess the first thing is tell the audience a little bit about yourself, what you do here, what you study, and things like that.
Well, my name is Norrin Hodgson. I am a music performance major with emphasis in wind conducting, so I conduct band. I play horn and a little bit of trumpet on the side. And what don't I do? I'm in band, I'm in orchestra. I try to do as much as I can performance-wise within reason. And I don't know. I just like to experience music as much as I can. And I sing as we are on Jazzy Fridays. I have been in jazz band. My first couple years at WT, I was in jazz band. I was in both Jazz 1 and Jazz 2.
Okay.
And I've had the time of my life in it. It was great. It's made me a way better musician. Thankfully to jazz band.
Yeah. So I guess this next question is a two-parter.
Okay.
How long have you been playing trumpet for, and then how long have you been playing horn for as well?
Okay, so trumpet, I started, in 2014? It might be 2013.
Okay.
I think it might be 2013.
Okay.
I started in 2013. That's a long time ago. It's been a while since I've thought about that.
Yeah. Over a
Because I started on trumpet. I was not originally a horn player. I started on trumpet at Bonham Middle School in Odessa, Texas.
Okay.
I'm glad I started on trumpet though. I think I've gotten different life experiences because of that. And then I started playing horn I guess really the spring. The fall semester of 2019 is when I first started horn. Just kind of like doodling on it, not really like trying it that much. But then when spring 2020 hit is when I officially was like, I'm gonna be a horn player.
Okay, yeah.
And that's what happened.
What caused the change?
Oh, it was me doing bad. Oh, I hate this. I hate telling this story. It was me doing bad in region auditions.
Okay.
I was like stinking it up on trumpet and I kept getting beat and I was like, this is dumb. This is crap. Like, how am I I was practicing. Obviously I could have done better. I could have practiced more, stuff like that. But then I was like, horn's got to be easier. And I switched to horn and lo and behold, I guess I was more natural at it than I was trumpet. Because we did region that next year, and I did pretty good. I did all right on horn, and made the top band my first ever time on horn, which took a long time to do that on trumpet. So horn has served me well so far.
I see. Well, I guess we can get away from the horn now since it's not really a jazz instrument.
That's okay.
But when did you start playing jazz?
Okay, this started. Oh man, this is a big ordeal. So in high school, we had a jazz band at Permian High School. And I told the band director of the jazz band, hey, I want to be in jazz, Mr. Carroll. And he's like, okay, cool. And it was kind of like the semester already started. It was I think it was 2017. It was the start of the 2017 semester, and jazz band already started. And I was like, hey, I want to do this. It was like week 1 or 2 in there. And at the time, my emphasis, they kind of give you emphases on what you do in school there, and they had me in computer stuff and health stuff, because I was like, maybe I want to be a political science major and stuff like that. So they kind of set me up for that. But then I want to be in jazz band, so I had to drop one of my classes, and it took me probably 3 weeks to get into jazz band. So I was already way behind because they've been rehearsing for almost a month without me. And so I finally got in. They stuck me on the last trumpet part, and I was fine with that. I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, here I was, not knowing what to do. And it was a Christmas concert was our first thing we did, and I think it was a Frosty the Snowman. I took my first ever improv solo on.
Okay.
It was Frosty the Snowman. It was not hot. I'll tell you that much. It happened, and that's about it.
I see. Well, I know you said you you wanted to get into jazz. You saw the jazz band and you wanted to get into the jazz band. But how did you find out about the jazz band and what made you so interested in wanting to join it?
Okay, so this is, I mean, it's just kind of a lame answer, I think, is my friends were in it. And I was like, well, that looks like fun. Not really like consuming a lot of jazz. I think maybe my brother may have had some part in it. He was a saxophone player. And he was been in jazz bands before. And I'd have to go watch him too. Because, you know, my mom's like, we're going to go see your brother's concert. And I'd be like, ugh. Then it'd be like jazz band and something cool. Those are usually the best concerts for me to go see or anything, to go hear and listen. It's just because they're always just like almost strictly fun concerts. And so with my friends being in it and kind of my prior knowledge of it being like, oh, it might be fun. That's kind of how I got into it.
Yeah.
And I would say it's consistently been like friends are in it. It's been fun. What's not to love about jazz?
I see. Yeah. And then I know obviously you're more of an orchestral player now. How does the way you think change a lot when you're playing in a jazz setting compared to when you're playing in a band or orchestra setting? I don't know if this might be a hot take or not, but for me, it is not that different. Because in jazz band, it's much like a bunch of other ensembles where it might just be you on that part. Like you might just be on trumpet 2, or you might just be on trumpet 3. You might just be on horn 2, and you're the only person there. So you have to like stick with your guns. However, I think jazz band's a little more forgiving because some of those like charts and stuff, they're hard. Like not saying like orchestra music, band music isn't hard or anything like that, but they just offer a little bit of spice. Because you have to be the tiniest bit more independent because there's not like a conductor. I mean, there is, but there kind of isn't. You know what I mean? They kind of set you up to like, hey, we're starting you. See ya. You know what I mean? It's kind of their whole deal. But I don't know. I feel like I'm in the same mindset of like, hey, I need to know my part, what's going in, and like, how do I nail this to the best of my ability? I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Who are some of your favorite jazz artists, and why are they your favorites?
Okay, I think probably this might be just a common answer, but hands down, I love Chet Baker.
Okay.
But I don't. Chet Baker, he plays trumpet. Yes, I like that. However, Chet Baker singing is probably the best thing on planet Earth when it comes to jazz for me.
I see. Okay.
There's something about how soft and like gentle Chet Baker's voice can be. I don't know. I feel like that could heal like a million people.
Yeah. Okay. You're maybe much in the same boat as me and Elliot. We like Chet Baker.
It's just, I mean, he's a good trumpet player. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But man, his voice, that could. If people are throwing babies at him, that's all I'm saying.
Okay. Is there any more artists that you really enjoy?
I mean, Miles Davis is always good. I love pointing out Miles Davis, especially to new people, like younger people, like students who don't know really much about jazz and stuff like that it doesn't have to be like, I mean, Miles Davis is great. This is not a shot or anything, but it doesn't have to be perfect. If you listen to a lot of Miles Davis things, they're like, man, he puts a mute in, he's like 40 cents sharp. It's like, it's sharp. It's really out of tune. But that kind of just adds like the little flavor of it. And so I love showing students that because, man, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna. It's like it's Miles Davis. You're not gonna be like, oh, hold on. Like, I don't know if that was the correct pitch, but it's so good. All those Miles Davis like trio stuff is just so good. Currently, I think one of my favorites is Tom Misch. He's like a jazz fusion kind of guy. But man, he honestly he has like a kind of one of those. It's not a Chet Baker voice, but he has a voice that really kind of gets me going sometimes. And it's just when someone can sing like that, and it's just kind of just is like has a gentle like singing voice is just kind of what gets me. So that might just be like a common trope, I think.
I see. Yeah. I see. Awesome. Yeah. When you play trumpet, of course, who is someone when you're playing jazz trumpet? Who is someone you try to replicate your sound off of and really try to like imitate as you were playing?
Oh, okay. This is like the biggest reach ever because I don't sound anything like them. But it's definitely the Tower of Power horns. Okay. They are killer. No matter what they do, if they are screaming, if they are down low blowing, if they are just just whatever they're doing with their sound, man, they are killer. Yeah, if I could, if I could have a wish on how I play, it'd be like, hey, I wish to sound like the Tower of Power, like brass, because they're killer. Oh man, yeah, it would definitely be if I could snap my fingers, it'd be that. I mean, I don't sound anything like that. I'm all right, but it's nothing like.
Yeah.
Those guys they're tough.
Yeah, I know. Well, obviously, we have a lot in common. We both play horn, we both play trumpet, and we have very limited abilities to play trumpet in a jazz setting. So, how often do you really find yourself playing trumpet in a jazz setting?
It doesn't happen. I mean, honestly, the only time I ever play trumpet now is in a jazz setting. I don't get. I mean, there's not like. Because there's obviously better trumpet players than me. So if there's like a church thing or something like that, they're gonna obviously ask a trumpet player and not a horn player. However, if there's like a hey, we got a fourth trumpet spot open for like a jazz band or something like that, I'm like, oh, I can do that, hold up, So every time I find myself like playing trumpet, it's usually always just like, hey, here's a jazz band or something like that. Or if it's with the 3.1 4, I always just like. They show up, or like I can show up every time, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, you can play."
Yeah.
That's always a good experience with them. That's kind of how I opened my doors a whole bunch was with them.
Yeah, I know you said you like to be in a lot of ensembles or be in as many as you can. But that leads me to my next question: Why haven't you auditioned for any jazz bands at WT in a while?
It's just kind of tragic. If you remember what I said within reason, and I think that is just one step outside of my reason.
I see. Okay.
Man, I love it. Like I said, it's my favorite concert, the favorite thing to go watch and listen to. But it takes a bigger toll, I think, than all the other groups.
I see. Yeah. Just
because, man, it's demanding. It's so demanding, like especially mentally. Because some of those meters and rhythms they get funky, you know what I mean, and you have to be like on top of it. And I kind of like a self-destructive musician. If I'm like not getting something, I like beat myself over it. And so like if I keep bombing something, I'm like, oh Lord. And jazz band, man, I mean, it made me way better because all those rhythms and stuff. I had to learn to count, and I credit me counting to jazz band because I mean, at the end of the day, counting's just math. And man, trying to crank some of those rhythms out is just like solving like an equation. So it took a lot of time. I guess it's just I've been busy. When I was in jazz band, I wasn't doing all this stuff. I maybe was just working at McDonald's, maybe. Okay. But now I'm doing like a whole bunch of different stuff. So that's kind of like an issue there. It would also kill my face. I remember this. My friend used to be so mad at me, my horn professor. I would have my horn lesson in the morning the day after jazz band. So I would have it Tuesday, probably like 8 a.m. And Monday afternoon would be jazz band. I'd blow my face off. Yeah. And the next morning I couldn't play anything. Yeah. That's also kind of bought into it is because I know if I play jazz band, I lose my face. You know what I mean? Yeah, I see. Yeah. So, I mean, that's kind of the point of it. I love doing it. But yeah, I guess I just got, it was without without reason. Yeah, it wasn't within reason. It was too much.
Oh, thankfully he hasn't caught me. Because my lesson is the day after jazz band, like right there. But he hasn't caught on because I have my lesson after orchestra. So yeah.
Oh, so you have time.
He doesn't realize.
No, mine was 8 a.m. Mine was immediately after.
He doesn't realize. Anyways, who is an artist, dead or alive, that you wish you could perform with?
Honestly, this goes back. You had him as a guest. I wish I could perform with Sean Vokes.
Oh, okay.
There was a band camp 2 or 3 years ago, maybe, that Alan Vizzuti came. Okay. Alan Vizzuti is an amazing player. However, we didn't get to see a whole lot of him because right in front of us was the piano, and lo and behold, who was playing it was Sean Vokes. And Sean Vokes, I have a video of it too. He was jamming. And like he was in such like a flow state. I don't know how to describe it. It was such just like he was locked in. Yeah. It was such a flow state. And I remember me and Lucas were just like, oh my God, like we cannot believe this piano player right now. And I mean, for me, it was like outshining Vizzuti.
Yeah,
It's just because he was doing everything. He was having fun with it. It didn't even look like he was performing. Like, it was just like absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
And it's just because I mean, I've heard many things about him, and so that's probably why. It's just because seeing him in that flow state is just like, man, how do I get there?
I see.
It's a rare time to not be like, oh, I have to play all these notes, and not just be like, oh, I'm playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it'd be Sean Vokes. I look up to him a lot.
I see. Awesome. Yeah. If you could take the playing ability or the writing ability of any artist ever, who and why would you pick them?
Playing or writing? I can't. This is a or question.
Yeah.
Or writing.
It's or.
Okay. I mean, this kind of goes back. I wish. Does singing count as playing?
Yeah. Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Then give me Chet Baker voice.
Okay.
I will.
Okay.
I will be rich with Chet Baker voice.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone and their mama will love me. That voice. I'm telling you, that voice could end wars.
I see.
So
Okay,
that's
okay.
what I would do. I would steal that somehow.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Next question I have is, why do you think jazz and people's emotions have such a close connection to each other?
I think this kind of just boils down to like music in general. Just because I don't know, everyone has such a close connection with music. That's why it's in like everything. It's in music. I mean, it's in movies, like TV shows. You're always gonna have music with there because it's music just does convey an emotion like that. I think no matter where you are, even if it's like not trying to, it will. You know what I mean? That's the emotion it's trying to convey. But I think sometimes I think jazz band and jazz music in general kind of elevates that a little bit because it gives you a little more freedom. I mean, as I said, music kind of conveys like any emotion ever, but it gives them like the freedom to like, you know, hey, what are you experiencing right now? And I think that's why it's such a deep connection, is because, I mean, it doesn't have to be the same every time you do something like that. And jazz band, it just allows it to be a little more free flowing and a little more personal with each performance, each rehearsal, and even it's just like when you're practicing. And so it allows, you know, just to have a deeper connection personally. And I think that's why it has that emotion with it.
I see. Yeah. What is one of your favorite memories relating to jazz?
It might be, I kind of have two here. There's two here. I don't even know what year that was. There was a trip we went to Dalhart, the WT. It wasn't even like Jazz 1 or Jazz 2. It was a WT Jazz group that went. It was a combination of both. I was in Jazz 2 at the time, but I made it to the trip. I got bumped up to go to the trip, and I was we were playing all these Jazz 1 charts because that's what because they were good charts, you know what I mean? And it was a trumpet player who's not here anymore. His name was Ian. He's a great trumpet player. He's a killer. He was the lead in Jazz 2.
Yeah.
And he was also able to go to the trip. And I think it may have been me, Braden, Ian, and Adam. That may have been the 4 trumpets. I need to look at the pictures. I'm not sure if Adam was there or not. Sometimes he's elusive, you know, Adam.
Yeah.
However, we played a funk chart. I know how I like funk.
Yeah.
It's called, I think it was There's the Rub. It's a Gordon Goodwin chart. It's probably my favorite jazz chart I've ever played. Maybe. Yeah, no, this other story's close. But it might be that. We went to Dalhart. Was that theater we went to for the movie thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so it was that little theater, but it was packed. Like, it was like wall-to-wall packed with people.
Okay.
A bunch of old people. I don't know how they did it. I was part of the subscription series that we have at WT here. But man, we were jamming, and it was just such a good time. Because I remember all those jazz people, you know, they're my friends. Like everyone there it was just such a good time. If not that, it has to be when we performed. I think it's "Have You Heard" by Pat Metheny. Those Pat Metheny tunes are good. They're really good.
Yeah.
And that one, it had a killer trumpet 3 part, and I was on trumpet 3 at the time, and I was just loving it. I was just eating it up. It was so much fun.
Yeah, I see. How do you think jazz has affected your life?
Oh, I think I've mentioned this kind of restating before. It just made me a better like musician. Being able to like compete with like all the rhythms that's going on and just everything like that. Without jazz, man, I don't know if I'd be able to count right now. Just because it literally forced me to be like, I don't know what this is. I have to figure this out. Because I didn't want to look like a dope in front of all these people. It affected my life that way, and then it also affected my life that some people are like jazz sticklers, that like jazz has to be this no matter what. It also, and I used to be like, oh nope, this is jazz. I think I may have used to be a jazz stickler. I was like, that's not jazz. But like growing up, I realized that things just change, and so seeing jazz change it made me realize that like, yes, it can be, it could be anything you want it to be. And so change in music has always been a thing. It always happens. So why wouldn't it not happen to jazz as well? So it's made me appreciate rhythms, like getting better like that. And then understanding music has to change.
I see. Awesome. Yeah. Why do you think it's important to listen to live music when you can?
That's a tough question. This was a good one. I like this question.
Thank you.
Honestly, I think it's important to listen to live music because it allows the musicians to be vulnerable. If you're like behind like a recording or anything like that, you can obviously express emotion, but it's just like a different way. Like if I'm like playing live in front of you, or someone's playing live in front of me, like they're allowing like, oh no, I might mess up. Who knows? You know what I mean? It's that vulnerability that opens up as a player. And I mean, you could mess up. Who knows? That's kind of just like the thing with it. It's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? But I think it's just important because it allows us to be vulnerable, and it allows us to like open up in a different way. And instead of just being like, oh, here's my whole life story, and that's like, you don't want that from everyone,
Yeah.
If it's just like, hey, do you want to hear me play? Or like, I'm gonna be playing at this thing, you know what I mean? Or if I go to like a bar or something and they have like live music, it's just them just laying it out, you know what I mean? They're just being themselves out there, just playing. They're vulnerable up there because man, they could bomb. And so I just think it makes us closer as people. Because being able to be vulnerable in front of other people like that just makes it, I don't know, more magical, I think.
I see. What is the best crowd you have ever performed for? It could either be jazz or even when you're playing horn. It doesn't matter.
Okay, this one. Okay, and this was just kind of a gimme. It's when the band went to Team EA, and we played the Kevin Day concerto, which is kind of jazzy.
It has a lick in it multiple times.
It has
a lick in it. There's saxophone solos.
There are many saxophone solos. There's trumpet solos. There's a whole bunch of stuff there. Crazy rhythms. Yeah,
I mean, I would count it. I would count it.
Yeah, it's definitely that when we played that. As soon as we finished, like the whole auditorium stood up. It was so loud, Man, that was a good time. I vividly remember that moment.
I see, yeah.
And being right next to Tristan Mao, the drummer.
Yeah.
He was going crazy. I mean, he was right next to me. Man, it was so, I mean, just being able to like enjoy that right next to him and just like soak that in. I was like, oh man. Yeah. Easily that. That's definitely the best one.
Well, I know we talked about the Kevin Day piece a little bit, but how do you feel about the influence jazz has in more modern music?
I think, I don't know if it's like saved modern music, but it's done a pretty good job of allowing modern music to be more fun. Because like I said earlier and have been saying, jazz allows for like different nuances and almost just like mistakes to happen. And so being able to like, let's try this in more modern music is like a step people should take. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be like, oh, that should stay in the past. It's jazz or whatever. Being able to like have that going forward just makes music so much better, I think, because it makes it all, who knows what it is? Jazz fusion, classic, who knows? You know what I mean? So I think it's allowed music to be better just because change is good. I think everyone needs change.
Well, I know you're involved with a lot of ensembles, and music is a huge portion of your life. But besides music, what else inspires you?
Oh Lord, that's a tough question because music is just kind of my whole life right now. Might be kind of corny, but just people inspire me on like a day-to-day basis. It's kind of hard because most people I know are connected to music. But when I see people living like their daily lives like well, I'm like that's inspiring. Like my brother right now, he is in Houston. He's like an oil field person. He makes like bombs or whatever. He just does crazy stuff. I don't know what he does. He's just living. He's living in Houston. He's doing whatever he wants. And I think that's just so inspiring, to be like, I want to do this. And you just kind of do it. Another one that comes to mind, is Dylan Martin. He just like, oh my God, he's so good. And then when he's like, I want to do this, and he just does it. You know what I mean? It's just something about that kind of mentality, and being such like a good person like that is just, it kind of just opens up your mind. And it's inspiring. If you're like, if he can do that, you know, like, man, what can I do next?
I see. What is the best advice you have gotten relating to music?
I mean, I forget who told me this. It really is just do everything you can. I said it earlier. It's just because of what I live by, and it's just what the advice is. I know David Lowe has said it recently. Is just do whatever you can comfortably, or do all that you can comfortably. And that's what I did, especially in my undergrad. I did everything. I was in every ensemble I could possibly be in. And I think it just opened my mind. And you also get to experience everything, you know, being able to like sing in PMA choir, and then go play in jazz band, and then go play in orchestra, and then go play band, and then like go play brass choir. And then it's just like, it's just so much stuff going on, but you're like soaking in like all this like knowledge of music. And I think that's my best advice is if you want to do music like professionally or anything like that, just do everything you can comfortably, just because you like, there's so much. You're never going to get to experience everything. So being able to soak as much as you can in is the right way to go here.
I see. And then what do you hope for the future of jazz?
Honestly, I want it to be nothing like what it is now.
I see. Okay.
I think it changing like constantly is the best thing. Like for instance, like it's a standard Cherokee. One of my favorites that's like new right now is come off of the epic of Kamasi Washington. He did Cherokee in like his own way, and it's different. You know, it's like way different. I mean, it's still there, but it's different. It's way different. And I think if like in like 50 years time, if they do Cherokee again and it's like way different, I think that's what's more important is that you're able just to continue changing and without with still making like your own creative decisions. It's got to change. I think it always has to.
And then one of the last few questions I have for you is, what challenges do jazz musicians face today that older generations didn't have to deal with?
I don't know, probably it's kind of just out of style right now. People aren't going crazy for like jazz concerts as probably what they did back in the day. I wasn't alive back then, so I have no clue. But I guess when jazz was on the rise, you know, everyone, their mom wanted to go see them. Because that was the thing, you know. Not saying it's not the thing now, but it's definitely like not mainstream. It's kind of not. It's just not. It's just how it works. It changed. The world has changed. So I'm assuming like if I was gonna go see Sabrina Carpenter now, it would probably was the same like what in the 40s with like a jazz band, like. If I was gonna go listen to like Stella by Starlight, I expected it to like be packed. You know what I mean? Like who wouldn't want to go see Ella? You know what I mean? I think it's just times changed, and I think that's what that did it as well.
I see. Well, the last question I have for you, Norrin, is what advice do you have for up and coming jazz musicians or just musicians in general?
I think the same advice: do everything you can. But more importantly, to jazz musician is listen to like kind of anything. I think you listen to standards. I think you listen to like especially some of those like funk bands I was talking about, like in the 70s and stuff like that. And you also listen to current stuff because like, I like doing this to people who don't know who Tom Misch is. I brought up Tom Misch earlier. He is a current, he's like a jazz fusion artist because it's not really a jazz thing anymore. It doesn't really happen. But he makes new songs. Are they like kind of mainstream? Sort of, you know what I mean? But I think at the heart of them, they're still jazz. So I think people need to be open to the idea that music has changed and it will change.
Yeah.
But we need to, even if they don't like it, because there's bad music out there, you know. You have to accept all music. It might be bad, but it might be good at what it's supposed to be good at. You know what I mean? So just accept all kinds of music, even if you don't appreciate it.
There we go. Awesome. And this next little segment, I like to give every single one of my guests a little moment for them to shout out anything, promote anything they want to promote. So the moment is yours.
Oh, no, a promotion?
You can promote, you can shout out people, you can shout out events going on, you can promote anything that's going to happen, like a concert or anything.
Okay, yeah, let's do the concert band concert. I absolutely love those people. They helped me out this week for my doctoral audition. So if you are in the area, and December 3rd at 6 p.m. is the concert band concert. I'll be conducting the piece they helped me with my auditions for, my doctoral auditions. Right now, they're my favorite people in the world. I cannot say thank you enough to them. Yeah, man, they're amazing people. So thank you to those concert band people. You're wonderful.
Anything else? There's something that if Ellie was here, all four of us would be involved with that you should promote.
Oh no,
bro, are you for real?
Am I?
You're forgetting a huge thing. Probably the biggest concert we do every single year.
Oh, the orchestra concert. Oh, the orchestra concert. Yeah, that'll be fun. That is. Oh, I don't even know what day that is. December 7th.
Well, it's multiple days. I don't know. Oh, is it not multiple days?
The orchestra concert's one day.
Okay, but 2 shows in one day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good. You can catch that December 7th. I think it's at 4 and 6, I think.
Hopefully.
It also will be on PBS, broadcasted. And then it probably eventually on the YouTube.
Yeah,
hopefully.
most likely.
Who knows what happens.
Probably the same day.
Yeah, Christmas concert will be cool. I just said those concert band people because they man, I have
not
so
even
much.
your symphonic band concert.
The symphonic band concert will be cool, but that's what I'm saying. I'm promoting the concert band people because they've given me so much. I mean, it's one piece, but it's so much. I cannot offer them enough love. They have done so much for me.
I see.
Because they had to dress up too, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
On a Monday,
right before Thanksgiving. So they're amazing. Bless them.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, okay. The last thing I have for you is I asked every single one of my guests to recommend a song to be added on the Jazzy Fridays playlist forever. What song would you like to recommend today?
I recommend "Children of the Sun" by Mandrill. I don't think you've ever heard this, right? I
have not.
Okay, cool. This is good. This is a good
First
song.
time reaction.
Yes, it's a good song.
Okay.
It's 70s. It's funk. It's fun. That's what it is.
Okay, perfect.
It's jazz.
Perfect. Well, last thing we have is, of course, me and Norrin have to take our Polaroid picture to be on the board and the social media. So make sure to catch the social media afterwards to see what pose Norrin picked out. He said he has a pretty good one today.
I got it wrong.
But anyways, thank you everyone for listening to Jazz Talk, the segment in my show where I interview local jazz musicians. Once again, thank you, Norrin, for coming on to the show today. And yeah, make sure to stay tuned. We have a lot more in store. Catch you all in a little bit.